not being good enough, needing to be more, to achieve more. It's all bullshit. It's absolute bullshit.
Yeah, have you seen my mates? Have you seen my mates? I can't find them. One of them's got my car keys. Fucking hell. This is fucking good, isn't it?
There is no illumination except that provided by the guide. In the silence, it is not unheard of to feel the spirits move. Expect fabulous storytelling and drama and laughter on a memorable tour. That is not the one I went on, because the one I went on, I felt like I was going to die.
What's your new restaurant called?
Freddy's Diner.
Nice. That's catchy, isn't it?
Yes.
What sort of cuisine do you serve? Like, is it got like a Halloween theme?
Yes. It's just pudding.
It's just pudding.
Yes, pudding.
They've, a bit narky, and I've always respected him as an actor. Jack O'Connell, if you're watching, I've always respected you, mate. I'm not slagging you off. But I find it quite hard to relate to the characters that you play, and that's no fault of yours, Jack O'Connell. It's no fault of yours. It's the casting. It's the way you're casting things. This sort of Tom Hardy, bad boy. I think it's fine, but I'd like to see some vulnerability every now and again. And I thought the character you played in The North Water gave you a brilliant opportunity to explore that arc of seeing someone with a troubled past. And I thought you navigated your way through that arc with absolute aplomb and vigour. And so real sensitivity and vulnerability, if I may say. What fictional character would you go on a walk with? Iron Man. Except it wouldn't be a walk. I'd say, Iron Man, do you want to ditch this joint and go for a fly? And he'd go, yeah. And he'd take me in his arms and we'd go and see the world together and never come back. And I'd say, I love you, Robert. And Robert Downey Jr. would say, I love you too, Adam. It's going to be okay. And then we'd make love. Next question.
I came out the band and said, my dad called me, oh yeah, here we go, you're going to go solo. It's been his dream since I was a kid, his dream. And I said, I'll only do it if the right song comes along, otherwise I'm not bothered. I don't want to tarnish the legacy I have already. I've done something that's already worldwide famous and I've got fucking gold records for it. I said, I don't need to do this, it's not important to me. Ed Sheeran wrote me this song and I thought, shit, here we bloody well go again. Here we go, boys. Put your short.
It was about, watching Idris Elba trying to be funny is like, is about as awkward as watching your dad try to... No, I'm not going to finish that sentence because it wasn't that funny then, so I'm not going to repeat it. Embarrassing, basically. Like trying to watch your dad do something very rude to himself and failing and tripping over and hurting himself. It was like, that's what watching Idris Elba trying to... The sort of the offbeat comedic timing, the sort of deconstructive humour of watching a joke fall flat and the sort of ad-libbing that they do. I just think, can we just get on with it now, actually? Can we get on with it? Because this is going on a bit now. I'm bored. Fucking hell. Okay, well, so for the viewers watching, and let's see you do some magic on me via a Zoom call. Let's do it now. Okay. Well, you asked for it. I'm gonna do a big old magical tractor beam on you. Are you still there? Yep, still here. Absolutely fine, mate. Did anything happen? Nope, nothing happened. I think we've gotten everything we need from this interview. Eddie. I wish you all the best, but I
Him to stop, but he wouldn't. So I put my hands around his throat and I squeezed until he stopped moving.
Oh, so you killed him. So it's kind of your fault she's dead.
Yes, I killed him,
If you'd have just said that straight away, I could have arrested you.
but I was
and we
just
could have followed
defending
the proper
myself.
procedure. No. This is
I
on
wanted
you.
to live.
This is on you.
I wanted to get back to the one I love.
Shame on you.
Forget about the human.
Any other hobbies that are keeping you busy? Well, I'm missing my football. As you know, I do like my football, so I've been working on some new football chants. Right. Okay. Yeah. What? Do you want to try some? Aye. The first one. Good morning, everybody. How are you doing? Hope you're all well. Morning. Hope you remembered to put your clocks back. Is it back? Yes, they went back. So you get an extra hour in bed. Why do people remind you these days? I'm going to start with a bit of observational comedy this morning. Why is it people remind you these days to don't forget to put your clocks back? It's on Google, for God's sake. They do it automatically. Don't need to have that conversation anymore, Dad. Hope you're all well. Welcome to the Quiet Dog podcast. For those of you that don't know me from Adam, I'm Adam. Sorry, stop doing that joke. Fuck me. I'm an actor, writer. I talk about creative stuff, spiritual stuff, personal development, review films, review books, and play a game. So welcome if you've not met me before. For those of you that have come back, thank you. Thanks for joining me. Today, I thought I'd jump on and there's a few things I want to talk about. I want to talk about my agent, an email I got from them on Friday. I want to talk about Let the Right One In, the theatre adaptation that I saw just yesterday at the Royal Exchange in Manchester. I want to talk about adaptations from either a book to the stage, or a book to a film, or a book into a series. I want to talk a bit about that. Maybe play a bit of Acturdle, which is a game. I think I'm saying that right. You know what? You'll it's fine. You'll see. And then play a new game, Deathloop, which looks okay. I think I'm just going to flit around games. I don't know if I'm just going to stick with the one. There is a new game that I would like to play all the way through, and that's the new Plague Tale Requiem. That looks quite good. Requiem. That looks quite good. But for now, for this Sunday morning stream, we're going to play Deathloop, which is a shoot 'em up. Looks quite good. So we'll do that. But firstly, for those of you that have been following the stream or the podcast, whatever you want to call it, I mentioned that I've been doing this work on meditation and manifestation, manifestation is a word that I cringed at a couple of years ago. And my understanding of it is changing, and my experience of it is changing. For example, this Joe Dispenza book, if you don't know what I'm on about, there's a few streams before that I've talked a bit more. There's a review on YouTube about the Eckhart Tolle book, A New Earth, and Joe Dispenza, Changing the Habit of Being Yourself, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. You know, there's more information on there. But I've been doing it for about 2 weeks now. And I've spoken with God. No, I'm joking. There's been stuff happening where I've gone, okay, that's kind of what I've been focusing on, but not like that. I wanted something like that to happen, but that's happened, but it's not what I wanted. For example, I was thinking about my career, my acting career, and that I haven't had a decent audition for fucking I can't remember the last time I had a decent audition for a decent role in a decent town, in a decent shop. There's nothing for you here.
Now, I can't remember the last time I had a good audition, so I was focusing on that and like picturing an email from my agent saying casting or something like that. And anyway, on Friday, I got an email from my agent, and it just said representation. And I'd been thinking for a while that I need to have a chat with my agent and say, look, I don't start with look, that's aggressive. Hey, what's going on, guys? Guys, what the fuck's going on? You know I'm represented by you, don't you? Do you know who I am? Do you know this short film that I did? And this is going to sound a bit bitchy, but it's not meant to sound bitchy. I'm kind of doing that for comic effect because they have been lovely. They've been supportive with the short film that I did, and they've tried to sort of help me plug it and get it in front of the right people. And they are very genuine, down-to-earth people. You know, I couldn't say a bad word about them, apart from the fact I've had no work from them. That's all I'm moaning about. It's nobody's fault. Nobody's done anything wrong. But the email said representation, and it basically said, "Hi, Adam. Yada yada yada. We're not going to represent you anymore. No hard feelings. Hope you understand we don't like doing this, but we are trying to kind of recover after COVID." Basically, they're not able to get me the work that I want. I think they're more geared towards theatre stuff in terms of what I can bring to the table, which I'm not particularly interested in. Christmas shows or panto, you know, that kind of stuff. You know, I definitely had my sights set on TV work. I was like, I want to go for TV. I want to go for film. The stuff that every actor kind of wants to do. The kind of the top shelf stuff. Some may say that's overly ambitious, unrealistic. Maybe. Probably. Evidently. So that happened, and I mean, what can you do? It was a bit of a kick in the bollocks, but part of me was like, oh, I was going to have a chat with them anyway. And I had been looking elsewhere, kind of mustering up the energy to get another set of email, you know, another bulk email out into the vastness of nothing, into the ether, just to try and get a new agent. So that's not what I asked for from the universe. That's the opposite. Or is it? This is the thing that I keep coming back to, is this Joe Dispenza guy talks about, you know, expect the unexpected, really, and be open to it. So I've always got hung up on manifestation, and the way that manifestation can be portrayed is that if you ask for this specific thing, you'll get this specific thing if you follow these steps, which is where I don't, in my experience, that just doesn't work. It's a bit of a myth, maybe, but I suppose I'm just reframing everything, and where I'm putting the emphasis on stuff. And what that email kind of said to me was, you're on your own, mate. You're on your own. And you have maybe been coasting by, or just kind of sitting back a bit with the hope subconsciously that someone is going to come along and go, "Hey, mate, what are you doing down there? What are you doing down there? Come on up here. Fucking hell. No, you're really good. Sorry we've missed you. Oh, I don't know how that has been some kind of clerical error, but yeah, no, we've sorted it now. Come on up the ladder." And I go, thank you. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So the clear message for me was, you need to put some fucking work in, mate, and stop wasting energy on being either bitter or feeling shortchanged, feeling overlooked, feeling undervalued. What actor out there doesn't feel undervalued or underappreciated? It's not exclusive to my experience, but that was the lesson for me, and it kind of I was talking about on the last stream, this sense of using those things, those events that happen that may, like for example, back say 4 years ago when I was drinking, that would have been a fuck it, let's go out and get hammered. I'm just going to get ruined, and just let off the steam that way. But I suppose the difference now is that I can just try and use it, try and use it as fuel, if I can say that without sounding too self-righteous. So, yeah, it's not self-righteous. I suppose I'm just trying to look at it as a positive and a message, if you like, that I need to take matters more into my own hands. There was also a clip from the lead singer of Idols, and he was saying, don't be polite. You know, if you could give advice to any artist who's trying to sort of make it and making impressions, don't be polite. Too many people nowadays are playing it cool. They don't want to ruffle any feathers. They don't want to come across a certain way. He was like, that's not going to get you anywhere. Sending emails, doing things online and just kind of pestering people that way, that's not going to get you anywhere. It's like, find out where this manager drinks, get in people's faces, basically. And I think I'm going to do that. That was the message. So I'm going to do that. So I'll circle back to that. But for now, I want to show off my new stinger that I made, and because I'm going to talk a bit about Let the Right One In, which was a stage play. And let's do that now. Watch this. So yeah, Let the Right One In is do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to review a review. Microsoft Edge has done this annoying thing where I had a background for the homepage saved, had it just how I like it, and now it's just filled it with shit, just news. And I'm just, no, I don't want this just fucking noise. Go away. Please. Let the Right One In. Stage play. Royal Exchange. Review. Let's see if I can actually... can I read this without subscribing? That's quite a short review. Probably should have done this off stream, Adam. Probably should have had this. It's okay. It's okay. It's got 4 stars in the Guardian. Let's show you that. Bear with me. Bear with me. There we go. So, Let the Right One In is it's based on a novel. Hang on. See what I mean? Look at all this shite. Fucking rubbish. Let the Right One In. Book. This is the book by John Ajvide Lindqvist, who I'm assuming is Swedish. I think they are Swedish. Yes, because it's set in, the film is set in Sweden, so yeah. Okay. So here's a review, and I'm going to review the review and add my own little twist on it just to get the conversation going. Do you know what I mean? There are some scares, but Jack Thorne's adaptation of the Swedish vampire novel focuses more on the compelling bond between 2 troubled teens. Okay. So sorry, yeah. For those of you that don't know what it is, it's about a young girl vampire who sparks up a relationship with this boy, this lonely lad who gets picked on and bullied at school, and they form a bond. And it's only as the story progresses that he realizes what she is, who she is, how old she is. She has this kind of father figure who it's then revealed that they met when they were a similar age, at her age, and she's just not gotten older. He has gotten older. So they were lovers at one point, and now the relationship is kind of like a father-daughter relationship, and he's trying to get food for her, i.e. victims, humans, because she needs to feed on blood. And he's becoming much older and more frail, and he's not able to get her the food that she needs. And that's kind of where we meet the young lad character, and they kind of form a bond. So it's really heartwarming. It's very violent and bloody, and I thought they managed to transport those elements quite well from the screen to the stage. There's a lot of great use of blood. For example, there's a point where there's going to be spoilers here, by the way. Just like to keep you on your toes. There's a point where a guy is he's basically strung up by his feet, and he cuts his throat, and he has to drain the blood, and they do that live on stage. That's like one of the first few scenes. There's a lot of gasps in the audience, you know. So very impactful, very well orchestrated. The scenes themselves were quite brief, and it was in the round. The Royal Exchange is in the round, and so it's very challenging, I think. I prefer, I think it's called thrust or proscenium arch, I think it's the right terminology, basically like end-on theatre. I think when actors are performing in the round, it kind of forces them to move unnaturally, and they have to sort of cheat everything out. They have to move on every other line. There's a lot of orchestration that happens with the scene changes. You know, a lot of tricks that have to happen, and you have to really suspend disbelief in terms of where they are, what they're doing. It's quite hard to. I like just watching, you know, just a few different sets. Like one scene is in one set, scene change, and then, you know, you let that scene play out, and you can really immerse yourself in the world. The actors can immerse themselves in the scene and really find the nuance and the rhythms and talk to each other. Whereas with something like this, taken from the book and the film, the scenes were it was really quick. There were a lot of moments that I thought, there were a lot of really nice moments, like I thought the relationship between the young girl and the boy, I thought that was lovely. There was some nice some nice jokes, some humor that came through, but there were also a lot of moments I thought, that was a big moment there, and it's not kind of landed. For example, the father character, or the guardian character, let's call him. Father sounds a bit wrong, but it kind of looks that way when you watch the film. It's like, oh, that's obviously her dad, and then you realize that, oh, she doesn't age, so that means their relationship, there's a real kind of lament there from the guardian character to her, because and there's a point in the play where she says, do you want me to take this, she's in a nightgown, she's like, do you want me to take this off? And he's like, no, which kind of signposts, like, she can't be what he wants, and you know, there's that real lament there. It's quite sad and bittersweet in that way. So the guy who played that character, he felt to me like he felt a bit young, and he felt he looked too well, he looked too strong, because the whole point of that element of the story is that this guy is too old to look out for her, to get, you know, to overpower these people to get blood from them. So I thought that was, you know, maybe a bit of miscasting there. He could have been much older, and you would have maybe bought into that a bit more. And yeah, just the odd moment here or there that I thought that's not been bedded in properly, or that should have been given more space. For example, when the father character, he says, the Guardian character, sorry, he says, he at one point he pours acid on his face because it's like a sort of, I don't know, a bit of a kamikaze move. If the shit hits the fan, to protect her, he's going to pour acid on himself so that he can't be recognized and she can't be traced. So he's doing it to protect her. And there's a point in the play where this just comes out of nowhere, and he pulls out this kind of container of acid and says, basically explains what he's going to do with it, and like, this is how I prove my love to you. And then the moment's gone. It's literally like, I was like, nah, no, go back to that. That's fucking huge. I'm nitpicking, obviously, because I wasn't expecting to enjoy it as much as I did. I just thought, well, I've seen so many adaptations from films that are just sort of they just don't translate. I remember watching The Exorcist at the Opera House. It was fucking abysmal. It was one of the worst plays I've ever seen. It was so bad. It was none of it. The acting was lazy, I thought. It wasn't believable. I think maybe a large part of it was to do with the audience. The audience just with it was like they were watching a panto or something. Like, people were eating sweets and getting up, going back and forth to the toilet, coughing, like incessant coughing. I know that sounds a bit fascistic, maybe, or a bit elitist, me saying that, but you're trying to watch it like a horror, and that was end-on theatre. That was, and I was trying to just cling on to some sort of, I want to invest. Let me invest. And the play itself just wasn't very good. It wasn't well directed. And there's no excuse for something like that. Sarah Frankham directed this, who's been going for years now. And there were, like I said, there were a few moments where I thought, that's not... Another example is when the girl is luring a homeless person towards her so she can basically attack him. And it's in the film. I think I showed it on yesterday's stream or whenever it was. And she's in the film, she's curled up and she's sobbing. It's like she's really in distress. And the homeless guy is very wary, but he comes over to her, and then she switches and jumps on him and basically chews his neck off. And it's horrific, and it scares you, and it comes out of nowhere, and it's animalistic. But in the play version, she was just sort of like she was just having to lie down, and it was all very brightly lit. And the homeless guy was just very it just wasn't believable. I didn't buy it at all. She wasn't crying, she wasn't in distress, she was just talking like she was a bit upset. Whereas if I would have been directing that, I would have said, you need to invest more in this. You're massively in distress, and she could, it's not like the actor couldn't go there, because there were a lot of moments later on where she did get to those points of real high octane emotion, but that one of those moments was not that just didn't land for me. The reason I mentioned that is the Exorcist play was end on. There wasn't much, so you could sort of forgive that because there was a lot going on in terms of, like, we're only going to be in this scene for another minute and then we're moving on, so you didn't really linger too much on those things. It just sort of, it ticked over, and there were much more great moments that overrode any of that. But the Exorcist was just kind of one set in this house, and so when the acting isn't good, or the writing isn't good, you go, oh, fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck me. It's dead. It's all fucking dead. Oh, fuck off. You don't forgive it as much. Woman in Black is a great example of that. You know, very minimal set, and it's all on the actors. It's on the atmosphere. It's on the timing of these jump scares that happen. Ooh, I got goosebumps just thinking about that. Then I've seen it twice, and it shat me up both times. Yeah, The Woman in Black. If you get a chance to see that on stage, that's a great example of how to less is more, and if you put your focus on the writing and the acting, you can very effectively scare the shit out of people if you pace it out well enough. And sort of blurring this line between the audience and the stage. And then the way that starts is all the house lights are up, and it's as if the guys are rehearsing something. And then before you know it, the house lights have sort of faded down, and you're in and you're invested, and you're not sure where that line has been crossed, but you're just in there, and then you can just sort of feel it slowly closing its hands around you, preparing to die. I love that. Let's have a quick skim through this. Thorne's script, working from both Lindqvist's novel and 2008 film, focuses closely on Oscar and Eli, their compelling bond, as played by Pete McHale. Oscar has the vulnerability and unpredictability of a wounded animal. He radiates pain and loneliness. There's also an edge to him, a sliver of something dangerous. Rhiann Blundell's Eli, meanwhile, is a slippery, otherworldly creature. The way Blundell moves across the stage is extraordinary. One moment leaping with supernatural grace. Oh yeah, there's a lovely moment where she does kind of, you see her in her like animalistic state, like her most unhuman state. I can't remember what point it's at now. It's kind of like halfway through the play, and the sound design, the soundtrack, and the I wasn't quite sure whether it was something coming through the speakers or whether it was from her, but it was animalistic, and it was a raw. There was pain in it. There was violence in it, and I really, really bought that moment. I thought she was really good. They were both great. There's also a moment, again, spoiler, at the end of the film. There's the climax of the film is that Oscar and Eli go their separate ways. That there's a dissolution in their relationship, so you don't think they're ever going to see each other again. And Oscar, who's been bullied by these kids at school, is left in the school swimming pool. The teacher is taken off. He's basically cornered in this swimming pool with the kids, and there's an older brother of this kid who's been bullying him. This kid has got his older brother who's the guy who played him was brilliant, because it ratchets up the whole what's the word, the risk, if you like, the what's the fucking word? Not risk. Jeopardy. And the climax of the film is she comes to the rescue, and there's a shot from I'll see if I can find it actually, because it is very good. Let's do that. YouTube. Meh. Let the right one. I think there's a series coming out as well. Let the right one in. Swimming pool. What's that? That's not you. Oh, yes. Oh, it is you. I beg your pardon. Right, let's just... Yeah. It's a shot from... So the older brother, the nut job, is holding the kid underwater, and he's kind of he's toying with him basically, and, you know, saying, he's screwed either way. It's like, if you come up for air, I'm going to cut you, or you stay under for 3 minutes, and you know, so you think he's done for, and then this happens. That's the vampire Eli coming back and just tearing shit up. There you go. It's very cool. It's very clever, very well shot, and very innovative. And a part of me was thinking, how the fuck are they going to do that on stage? How are they going to have that same, you know, that same impact? And I thought they did that very well. And the guy playing the older brother was very menacing, and he carried that. And then, but there was also the way it was staged. They kind of had this dry ice effect on the floor, which was like the bottom of a swimming pool, and they elevated everything so that the kids were stood round the swimming pool. And then a lot of trickery with lights, and the Eli character popping up, and blood going everywhere, and all, you know, it all kicks off. But yeah, I really enjoyed that moment. Go back here. Though the production is not explicitly set in Lindqvist's native Sweden, there's a Scandinavian coolness to Emilia Jankin's design, with a few clever lighting tricks. Its pale blue and grey tiles transform the school gym to a playground, from a frozen lake to a swimming pool. As one of the Royal Exchange's artistic directors, Shanahan knows how to get the most out of this tricky space, using the auditorium's multiple levels to heighten the escalating drama. For horror fans, there are a few genuine scares, but at its heart, this is a tenderly told tale of growing up, forming friendships, and facing the darkness of the world. So yeah, if you get a chance, go and see it. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Let the right one in at the Royal Exchange in Manchester. Ooh. Speaking of adaptations and things I want to push myself into doing, I've been thinking lately that I'd like to write something new. And getting this email from my agent on Friday, a few other things that have kind of happened, I feel have been nudging me into a position where I'm like, it's now or never. No one else is going to do this for me. I need to just don't think about it, just do it. Anyway, my mum has written a book, and it's called This, Her Sister's Shadow, Catherine Wimperney. Google it, buy it, share it, read it. It's really good. I'll read you the synopsis here. This will become clear why I'm talking about this. Child killer Gary Brunswick has just been imprisoned for life for the murder of 10-year-old David Foster, but for DCIK Harris of Greater Manchester Police, it's cold comfort. As senior investigating officer, Kay has agonised over the case for months. Should she have saved the boy? The Foster case and the death of her sister Helen by suicide a year ago weigh heavily on her. She finds her sister's diary, believing that Helen meant it for someone else. Each page exposes her sister's pain, her marriage problems, her suspicions about her husband. It becomes clear that the diary was intended for Kay alone. Each entry taunts and pokes at Kay's guilt. Her sister's words taunt her. As Kay's concentration deteriorates, a period of leave is recommended, a condition of which is that she accepts therapy. Reluctantly, Kay attends but decides to escape the probing sessions by retreating to her holiday home in the Scottish Highlands. Before leaving for Scotland, Kay happens upon Ava, A woman intent on jumping to her death to escape her abusive ex-husband. Kay convinces Ava to flee with her to Scotland. In her increasingly fragile state, Kay believes by saving Ava, she will earn redemption for all those she couldn't save and will finally be able to lay her sister's shadow to rest. Hence the title, Her Sister's Shadow, a psychological thriller. So, speaking of adaptations and wanting to write something, this is doing. I'm really proud of my mum for doing this. I think I mentioned this once before on the stream, but she's always been very well read. She's always been very creative. She's always supported me and spurred me forward, whatever it is I'm doing. And she took a punt on herself and decided to write this during lockdown. She got a publisher, and now it's a real book. It's a real thing. And she's doing Q&As at libraries and things like that. She did one in Didsbury not long ago. My drama teacher, went to see her. My old drama teacher took her book club with her, and she spoke to me afterwards and said, "Your mum's book is really great. It would make a good series." And a few people have said that. It will make a good, because it's got the police procedural aspects of it. It's got a psychological thriller aspect of it, and there's some supernatural horror elements, which I think would visually be very compelling to make great TV. And my mum asked me a while ago now, she's like, we should write together. I think she'd been watching Schitt's Creek, and we were talking about the father and son wrote that together, who are also in the show. And she said, we should write something together. And I kind of cringed at it at first. I really turned my nose up at it. I don't really know why. Maybe because it doesn't seem that cool, like a mother and son writing together. It's all ego bullshit. Anyway, I decided we should do this. I decided. And one of the things that made me think, we're well equipped to do this. I feel well equipped to do this, because I do believe that it would make a great series. I was watching Devil's Hour on Amazon Prime not long ago. I don't know when it was. It was a few days ago. Series with Peter Capaldi and I forget the woman's name. It's plastered all over Amazon Prime. It's on buses and everything. It's on the side of buses. And I was watching that, thinking, there's an audience for stuff like this. There's these kind of programs will always be made because there's obviously a demand for them. And I think my mum's book, not only is it a great story, it's very well written, it's very compelling. It's also set in Manchester, and would it just feels right. It feels like it's very close to home. It feels like it would be a great experience. I chatted to my mum about it yesterday, and she was completely buzzing. I've never done anything like this before, but I feel well equipped to do it in terms of just dissecting the book and figuring out what beats need to go where, how we present the story, what elements of the story we tell visually, and I'm excited to do it because I've been beating my head against a brick wall for a while now. Like, I need to write something, but this sort of half-baked. I'll show up to the page today. I'll show up to the page, and I'll just see what comes out. And a lot of the time, it's bollocks. Whereas if you've got something, this is a good story. This is a fully formed story. The characters are there. The plot's there. We just got to adapt it together. So I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into that. I'll keep you posted about it. And yeah, just commit to it. Commit to it. Don't think about it. Just fucking do it. And shut up. Okay. That's enough of that. Oh, hang on. That's enough of that. Let's turn that down a little bit. Check. Browser. I want to play a bit of a... There's a game on here called Actor Dull, which I think I might be quite good at. Actor Dull game. Continue. Right, let me just let me get fucking acquainted with it. What I forgot to do here. Find the actor of the day who starred in all of these movies. Guess 1 of 8. Okay. How do I guess? So we don't know. We know the title of the film is 3 letters, then 3-3 letters. It's a comedy family film, 1988. Where do I guess and how do I guess? All right, just okay. So it narrows it down. It's kind of like Hangman, but with actors' names. And the more, if you get... Oh, let's just see. So you start broad, and we'll sort of narrow it down as we go. So they've had a career from 1988 to 2021. Bit of everything here. Adventure, animation, fantasy, family, science fiction, crime, drama, thriller, comedy, drama, romance. Thriller, romance, action, adventure, crime. Adventure, thriller, action. These are pretty big time. Kind of worked pretty consistently. Every year or so, making a film from 1988. And the first film was a comedy family. And they're still working. Right, let's start broad. Let's use a big broad strokes. Harrison Ford. Go. Hey, what? 80 years. So they're under 80 years. I don't know how to play this game. All right. So fuck it. Adam Sandler. Older than 56 years. Okay. So they're older than 56 years old. Okay. So between 18 and 56 years old, I think that's what it's telling me. I think. We don't know if they're male or female, though. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why he's being cheeky. Why is he being cheeky? Denzel. Younger than 67 years. So this is just an age. This is like more like guess the age. It's not giving me any more information other than whether their age is higher or lower. I don't know what I'm doing. John Candy. John? No, we're going to abandon that because I don't know how to play it. So let's move on to Framed. Oh, why is that so massive? I think that may well be Schindler's List. No. Gold Star Medical College. Huh. Tuesday, 7:30. Poll. Note increased resistance necessitating strangle, and more frequent injections. However, sort of like a medical film, a black and white one. Patch Adams. Oh fuck. Frankenstein. Easy. Yeah. Okay. I thought that went very well. Let's play a game. Deathloop. I don't know how long I'm going to play this for. I don't know how good I'm going to be at it. But we're here, aren't we? So let's turn that up a bit. Let's get that on the go. Let's do that. I'll just have to do a bit of jigging with the setup here. Please bear with me. Deathloop. Not responding. Just give it a moment. Give it a moment. How's everyone doing? Is everyone alright? Let me turn down this rain a little bit. That's fine. It's just loading up. It's just loading up. Let's have a question, shall we? So we're not just filling dead air. Have you ever had or witnessed a drop the mic moment? Have I ever witnessed a drop the mic moment? No. The only one I can think of that comes to mind is Bryan Cranston. Someone asks him about... It's kind of a bit uncalled for, actually. Someone asks him about... He basically insults somebody's mum. He says, I had something last night when I was with your mum. And then drops the mic. Does it very in a good humoured sort of way, and gets a big round of applause. And the guy who asked the question from the audience to him is just buzzing that he's been, he's been chewed out by the great Bryan Cranston in front of everyone. It's very well timed and very well delivered, and you could tell Bryan Cranston was even impressed with himself. He didn't even think about it. He just said, "Yeah, I did it last night when I was with your mum." Brilliant. Do you want to quit the game? No. Right. Sorry, guys. Please bear with me. Because it's not letting me come off the screen that I can see. So I can edit the other screen so that you guys can see it. So please bear with me. No, I don't want to quit the game. No, I don't want to log into Bethesda.net. Don't want to do that. Right, we'll it's cool. It's cool. We'll just put that on full screen so you can see my full face looking perturbed by this whole experience. Subtitles, yep. Fine. Oh, it looks good. Auto saves, that's fine. Break the loop, protect the loop. Break the loop. Right, I just want to tab out of this so I can... Oh, God. How do I do it? Alt-tab. 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 Oh. Yeah, cool. Right, here we go. That's fine. Game capture. Deathloop. Show me it, please. Sick. Okay.
You're not even trying.
Oh, lady, I have no idea. Oh, shit, that's not
Will
good.
you just hurry up already?
Okay, we're in. We are in.
Oh, what was that? Whew. Whew. That was...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I figured it. I've sussed it. I needed to change the stream title. Game. Death. Loop. Boosh. I'll move my head over here. I think that may be better suited. Transform. Flip. Horizontal. Yes. Right. I think we're all right. Options. Let's check the visuals on display mode. Borderless No. No. Yes, that. I think we're all right. Field of view, low latency VSync. If anything starts going crazy, I will just keep an eye on it. Hopefully the settings are okay. Let's just jump in. It's enough talking.
Ridiculous name. I gotta stop drinking.
Check. Fucking A right.
Okay. How the fuck did I get here?
The longest day. Whoever I am, wherever this is, and whatever it takes, I'm out of here. Press L while moving forward to sprint. While moving sideways or backwards, press L to dodge.
Break the
loop. Oh, it's like one of these, is it?
break the loop. You gotta be kidding me.
A bit like
Nope, that's there. I'm seeing it. Ah, man.
oh, what's the film that I watched again recently? Showed it to somebody else.
Who?
Edge of Tomorrow.
Who am I?
Tom Cruise and
My name-
Emily Blunt. Fucking
my
great
name-
film.
Son of a fuck! What the fuck's my name?
Give me that bottle. I'll throw it.
So, you just woke up and don't know what's happening.
No, yes.
Fred Ramblin' Frank's got you covered like a warm blanket. Here's my first track off my first album. Oh, boy, time flies. Well, at least it used to. Happy first day,
Sorry.
buddy.
Sorry. You know. Yes. Excuse me. Right, we're in. We are locked and we are loaded. Let go!
Oh, great. Of course you would. Okay. Feels familiar. This place
Locked.
is mine.
Equip. Hacker magic.
Black Reef. Must be the low season. I made this, I think.
Graphics are looking good. It's looking smooth. I think. The hacker magic. Use the hacker magic to hack into electrical devices and turn them to your side. Target a device and hold LB to hack it. The lights on the hacker magic display your progress. Some hack devices can be remotely triggered with the hacker magic. Aim at the hack device and press LB to do so. Cool, got it. Douche. How smooth is it?
I
on
don't know
there?
any damn code. Yo, hello? What?
It's not as smooth as I'd like on there. But I'm not going to piss around with it now. Have a look after. Do you know what I am? Screen resolution. Advanced settings. Presets. Let's just go high. Yeah. Yes. Visuals. What's the frames per second? PS monitor. Oh, okay. Only available when VSync is disabled. Right. Turn VSync off then, please. Let's go 60 frames a second. Hopefully doesn't fuck up everything. Why is it taking so long? Please don't break. Don't you go dying on me. I think that's crashed, guys. I think what I've done there is I've had a little fuck around with it and I've broken the game. Oh. Oh, this is weird. It's working on that screen, but not on... That's very strange. So it's working on this monitor. It's not working on that monitor now. This is fun, isn't it? We're having a nice time. Apply settings. Oh, I don't... Well... how do we get out of this? How do I get out of this pickle? I know, let's turn this monitor off. Turn it on again. Yes. Please. Fuck. Bollocks. Shit. Options. Resolution. VSync. Let's turn that. Let's just turn it back on. Because I've obviously fucked it. Yes. Oh, fuck for that. Right, just don't touch it again, Adam. For fuck's sake. Just play the game. I see, now it seems lagging. Hey, Longto, how you doing? Does it seem like it's lagging to you on the screen? It definitely is. It definitely is. Borderless full screen. Full screen. Yes. It's not. Okay, cool. How you doing, mate? How's your Sunday going? Brightness, VSync on. It looks like it's dropping frames, but I'll just ignore it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Need a input code.
Colt! Hey, is my name Colt? That's gotta be it, right? I don't feel like a cult.
Don't feel like a cult. He doesn't look like a cult.
All right, cult. Let's go find this code.
Get it, get it, get it. On your bike all over hood. Don't know what that means, mate. Cold? Why is that hurting you?
Shit. That's her. Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
They will try to stop you. Press B to sneak. Okay, here we go. Press RB when prompted to perform an execution, instantly killing an unaware enemy. You can perform executions when armed with a gun or barehanded, or tap RB to draw your machete. You move silently when crouched.
Revenant, baby! Woo! Someone's getting whacked tonight. I'm holding my switch tight.
Douche! See you in a bit.
They just disappeared? That felt too easy. Ah, I've done this before, haven't I?
Yes. Got a feeling I'm going to do this more than once. Yes, yes, yes. They'll be back tomorrow.
Fuck. Why can't I remember?
It's definitely lagging on that screen. Off. It's a bit better. Bit better. Focus. Press down to tag an enemy, marking them on your screen with an indicator of the type of weapon they carry. Watch tagged enemies to learn their patrol routes. Yes, I see, I see. Keep holding down to focus, which reveals more about your enemies, such as their combat tendencies, their awareness, and hints as to what kind of loot they may be carrying. Excuse me. Eternalists with particularly potent gear visibly radiate power. Use focus to learn more about them. I'm carrying a knife. I'm carrying a knife. That's a kick. That's a gun. Cheap, aggressive bastard waiting for something to happen. Standard kit. Unaware of your presence. Standard kit. Another snitch asshole. Thinks today will be uneventful. We'll see about that, won't we? Let's crouch down.
Listen, you can almost hear it.
Nice and steady. Ooh. Okay. Okay, let's sort that out. LB. Can I... Are they gonna come over? Let's try it. Have they seen me? Yes, they have. Nope. Alarms and scouts. Turn of the scouts. One with the bright golden stripe painted down their body can trigger alarm systems. Yeah. When this happens, they'll come and find me. Evade the reinforcements or stand and fight. The choice is yours. Let's see what happens if I fight. Can I have your gun?
Oh, yeah. Hello? Hello? I,
It's Juliana, in case you didn't remember.
Okay, look, I don't know what I did last night. Exactly. But if you could just,
What? What did you say?
I think we know each other. We know each other, don't we?
Yes! Finally! You're back! So, how much do you remember about me?
Well, it's a little hazy.
What do you remember?
My name's Colt.
About me!
You want to kill me for some reason, and I already know some fucking code, which I don't, and there's this
You
loop
wanna break the loop, right?
yeah, I think so.
Look, if you don't try to break the loop, I'm just going to kill you over and over again in increasingly violent ways until you do.
Fine, I'll break your fucking loop, and whatever I did to piss you off, I'm sorry. Still there?
You never said that before.
We dated, didn't we?
Just go inside the library. You need to see this.
Weapon is that. Oh, I see. Ah. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, get inside the library, she said. Inside the library. Which is where?
What are you doing? Is this going to be a productive day or not?
As well.
Library.
Let's-
Choppity fucking chop.
Okay, that's a bit less of the attitude, please. A bit less of the attitude. It's not helpful. Hmm. I mean, that's got to be it. Well, that up there. Just need to find a way in. Here, maybe? No. Get up there? No. Save your ammo, mate. Save your ammo.
Already got full ammo.
Okay. Hmm. Get up there. Is there a map? Realize there's an opposite. It's right here. This ground is sharp, the air is dead, and even the sunrise feels unwelcome. Very poetic. Discoveries. The complex. Excuse me. There's probably a... Let's see if there's a fucking... Oh yeah, of course. Of course. Cute. Use a health station to heal up. Hold until you've fully restored yourself. Quite like the artwork in this game. It reminds me of, well, it does very rightly so because it's the same makers. Prey, I think, is the same. Bethesda and Doom. It's one of those two anyway. But yeah, looks very cool. Very, very nice and good. break the loop.
All right. I'm in the library.
Whatever you do, don't pull the lever.
Which lever?
What?
This one.
Hello? Shit.
I'm gonna have to pull it. Now you've said that.
Fine, I'll pull your fucking lever.
Okay.
Oh, shit! What?
Oh, hello.
Oh, you always fall for the same old shit. Just once, please. Can you try your hardest to make this interesting?
Whoa. What the fuck is this?
Carnices! Woo-hoo-hoo. You're gonna give me that attitude? You know, I usually make it easy for you, you ungrateful prick. But this time I'll let you see yourself out.
Yup, we dated. Why are you doing this? What did I do to you?
Oh, you don't remember. How about that code? You remember that yet?
I don't know the code. Ah!
No. Play back. Jump, jump. You'll survive.
Okay. Here
Okay.
goes.
Anything else in here before I jump? Nah, fuck it. Whee!
You gotta be shitting me!
Interesting. Interesting.
Listen, me? You wrote it on Black Reef. You already know the code. What the fuck does that mean?
Colt, hello? Are you dead yet?
What?
I'm waiting.
Pull me up! Man, you're the postcard, dumbass! You wrote it on the Black Reef postcard.
Black Reef
Understand?
postcard.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop you now. Wait, no, wait!
What the fuck?
No!
Black Reef postcard. Okay. Okay. I see.
I just dropped myself. What kind of fucked up world is this? Ah! Okay, postcard. Get the postcard. Get off this beach. Same morning. Same fucking radio show. You gotta be kidding me.
3, 1, 2, 2.
All right. Let's break some loops.
Yeah.
You're never, ever going to break the loop. It's absolutely impossible.
I trust no
You want
one.
me to break it? You don't want me to break it. What do you want from me?
I want you to not suck.
Okay, it's been a pretty shitty morning. Or two, so I'm done. With you and all of this, it ends. Today.
You don't even know where to start.
Up, down. Obviously.
Show you. I'll fucking show you. Shrelek Sapper Charge is a versatile explosive with 3 configurations: grenade, proximity charge, and trip mine. Grenades, press LB to throw the charge, or hold LB to cook it before releasing the throw. Proximity charge, press LB to throw a charge or aim at a surface and press LB. Cool. Sweet. Crude weapon trinket. Trinkets are imbued with the power of Black Reef's temporal anomaly. Some amplify your skills and attributes, while others enhance your weapons. Higher quality trinkets have more powerful effects. Trinkets can be found hidden around Black Reef or taken from enemies and equipped between missions.
Let's kill him quickly, okay? And remember, have a fulfilling
Gotcha.
day.
Oh, shit, I'm gonna need some more ammo. Why would someone put this? Whoa, what the fuck? Wow.
Hello?
Okay. What is this supposed to be? It's cold and weird.
Reprise. The mysterious piece of metal seems to belong to you, a slab. It grants you the reprise ability, which will return you to life after you die, but only twice. Dying a third time will end your current loop. You'll wake up in the morning of the subsequent loop, bereft of equipment collected during the loop before. Okay, so it's like an extra life. After returning via reprise, you're almost invisible for a few seconds. Use this opportunity to get out of harm's way. The number of times you can return with reprise resets when traveling between districts. Okay.
Okay, here goes.
Got a gun, fistful of grenades, and an address in some place called Updam. Now go get yourself some answers. Okay. We'll do that. We will do that. Leads track the information you've found that will further Cotscottle breaking the loop and escaping Black Reef. Check out the leads you've uncovered, move the cursor and press A to select this. Yeah. Find my up-down flats. One track lead. Next. The current lead is called The Longest Day. You'll use it and other leads like it throughout Deathloop to provide guidance and track progress. Okay. Look at lowdown. Let's get booted. Suited and booted. Kill visionaries and swipe their slabs. Equipment upgrade them here. Trinkets are small devices that can provide you with big boosts. Some add entirely new aspects to your basic abilities. You've already found a trinket. Use your cursor to select a slot. Okay, that one. Double jump in midair. Classic maneuver. Classic. Classic double jump. Cool. Modify your guns. Okay. Little modifications. You're armed, you're kitted out, and you're ready to break some loops, hopefully. Select and hold this to continue to up down. Let go! Excuse me. Play another 10 minutes or so and I'll call it a day. I'll call it Sunday. Sunday, bloody Sunday. What was your most recent experience of going down the rabbit hole? Oof. Probably doing ayahuasca. That was a hell of a rabbit hole. Rabbit hole is an understatement for what that was. That was it. That was a... yeah. I don't know what that was. But it certainly wasn't a rabbit hole. Yeah. What's your current golden rule when it comes to living life? Think less, do more.
Dorsey Square, second floor. Dorsey Square, second floor, Dorsey Square.
I asked you to do something different, Colt, and you decided to go to fucking Updom?
How do you know where I am? You got cameras on
The
or
radio
something?
tower tracks your position, and you always act so surprised. Like I wouldn't know exactly where you're going.
I don't even know.
Quietly wait for conversation to finish in order to isolate your enemies, potentially pick up new information, set traps and use noise to lure your enemies into the... yeah,
Where I'm going.
Dorsey Square's just down the road, cliffside. Let me guess, second floor?
Sounds like you're angling for an invite.
So you can show off your little beer tap again?
Different me. This Colt done talking to you.
Dishonored, that was the other
By the
game
way,
by
everyone
Bethesda.
recognizes your stupid jacket.
I like this jacket. What is this?
What's that? Right, I want to knife somebody. I have to be quiet. Their trash is your decoy.
Does it mad me to get up in the morning and I don't know, close the toilet seat? Some future this is. Hey, fuck you, man.
So we've got one person there. The person there. runner and gunner. Wait for something to happen. Basic loadout. Where should we decoy him to? Another guard there. Let's get him. Let's get him up there. No! He's fucking seen me. Shit. That was quick. These guys don't fuck about. Stand up for a start. Stand up. A bit of a spy break cover going on in the background there. We need guns. Lots of guns. What's this doing here? What does that mean? Interesting. Hold B and L to lean. Let's have a grenade. Let's do something with a grenade. Wait! That's a silly idea, Adam. But we're here to entertain. I regret nothing! Oh, my gun's jammed. Idiot.
I'll be back. I gotta reload.
It's me, Dad. Cool. That was good, wasn't it? Wasn't that fun? Oh, let me tab out, please. Cool. I enjoyed that. Bit of a Sunday morning shoot 'em up. We'll have a bit of that. Oh, what's happening now? Screen's just gone dead. My computer does not like that game. Cool. Well, I will love you and leave you guys. And let's see who's streaming right now. I'll send you over to somebody. Let's go... oh, John Gracie, who's playing The Quarry. That looks like fun. It's another sort of horror game. John Gracie. Okay. Oh. Oh, there's no H in it. I've spelt it wrong. John Gracie. There we go. Sweet. Well, thank you for watching. Wherever you're watching this, however you're watching it, I'll be back next week. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, whatever you're doing, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, guys. Bye.